focus on these big bank rolls. I can't trust these hoes. No. I must stay focused on these big bank rolls. I can't trust these hoes. No. I cannot trust these leeches. I cannot trust these streets. I cannot trust these bitches. I gotta trust on me. I cannot tell my business. Stretching out racks, no fitness. Yeah, I swear we go. We need to go down and get this. I put the gang on my shoulders and carry on. I put the strap on my shoulder and bring it home. Haters be low-key fans and singing my songs. I swear to God, if I see them in person, I'm doing them wrong. I gotta stay focused, they pull out their camera, take pics. Every time I'm closing my eyes, I'm seeing me running from pigs. She don't speak or don't talk, she shy, she needed something to get lit. You coming in, fuck up the vibe, we scratching your name out the list. Yeah, I got my soul in this. Yeah, then I told them this. Yes, sir. Yeah, gotta stay focused. Yeah, we don't focus. I must stay focused on these big bank rolls. I can't trust these hoes. No. I must stay focused on these big bank rolls. I can't trust these hoes. No.
Yeah, maybe too big, it can't fit in the driveway. I've been fucking hard since Big Worm been on Friday. I've been tripping hard on these hoes since MySpace. Taking the top out of beans, baby. Taking the top out of beans. If I pull up with your rent, baby, you guys swallow my kids. If I'm a dog, I'm a pit, baby. Having fantasy love with a rich lady. I put it on my list. She mad, I told my friends. I stop hanging with your nigga, just fuck on you. Every day, baby, on your daddy. And I wanna caress you, just fuck on you, bitch. I'm trying to add you to my life. Rose gold beans, rose gold rims and ties. Rose gold shitty chain gang. All's brother is bro, that is up in Petersburg. Slaw, make your pussy slurp.
Today, we're going to talk about all the winners from yesterday, college basketball and college football plays for tonight, and of course, the squad ride. This is Behind the Lines.
But Rodgers is a fucking fossil. This team's in shambles. The Steelers are a wagon at home. It's going to be a gross fucking game. And I'm going right back to fading the Jets.
And once again, the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan, when the lights are bright, do not show up and they fold. Their receivers are banged up. The ones out there couldn't catch shit. Their defense is taking a step back. This 49ers team is a fucking joke, and I'm looking at you, Kyle Shanahan. You're supposed to be that guy.
In the postseason for the first time in his career, and they find a way to fucking blow it. Look, we should have known the Yankees bullpen was going to come back and bite them in the ass at some point. They've been a little bit too good, but my goodness, did we think it was going to be big Christmas?
What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Wednesday, episode 588 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your host, Krabs, no Jovan today, presented by Bookit Sports. If you're not tracking your bets on Bookit Sports, what are you doing? Start tracking your bets today over there on Bookit. Free, easy, clean app. Go check it out yourself, Bookit Sports. We'll drop the link to Bookit in the chat. All right, use promo code Jovan, promo code Shelly to sign up. Get involved, okay? Real quick, before we get into it, no Jovan today. Keep him in your prayers. He's going to be totally fine, okay? He's getting a minor stomach surgery, trying to get that tummy fixed. He's going to be all right. Just keep him in your prayers, all right? We'll give an update later today. That's why he's not on the show today, all right? He'll be back better than ever tomorrow, locking in, all right? Just keep him in your thoughts. We're going to hit some bets. We're going to hit a squad ride for him today. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, all right? Let's go ahead and get into the recaps for today so we can get into some of the fun, all right? Get into some of the activities, some of the plays for later today. Let's go ahead and recap that squad ride. W play. Yes. Good. Gosh, they made that sweaty for no reason, huh? Sweaty for no reason. But we cashed it. That's all that matters. Let's fucking go. W play, Jovan. The system does not fail us. Stick with the system. Okay, it pays, it plays. W play there. Take a peep at the sharp report. Take a look at that. 3-2 from me. Jovan went 4-1. He went ballistic. Okay, he went absolutely nuts. The only loss was his TCU Horned Frogs. Brutal. But great job on the PrizePicks squares. Can we clap it up? Can we get the vibes up? W's on the PrizePicks squares. How about a 4-man BTL PrizePicks Sharp Report lineup? How about it? Yeah, Sharp Report 4-man. There it is. Feast your eyes. Beautiful. 10Xer. Those do not grow on trees, chat. Okay, those do not grow on trees. So I hope you guys tailed. And then obviously the TNT 2-piece as well. We've smacked the last 2 in a row, I believe. I think we have hit 2 out of 3 TNT 2-pieces as well. So we're definitely going to keep running that back, chat. I hope you guys tailed that as well. Harrison Barnes turned into fucking LeBron James last night. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. W play there. W 2-piece. W 2-piece. Okay. Yeah, let's run that back again on Tuesday, guys. Super down. Super down. How are you guys doing on a Wednesday? Hope you guys enjoyed TMA earlier today with Lauren and Mike. They killed it. If you guys missed it, you can always go back and rewatch on the YouTube as well at Bookit Sports. All right, get us to 10K subbies. We're getting close. All right, drop a sub. Make sure your notifs are turned on the YouTube as well. Okay. W Kyle B subby at the end of TMA as well. Notre Dame going to prove all you wrong. Just wait. Yeah, Notre Dame's good. Notre Dame's good. We'll see.
I'm right.
I'm sure Goots agrees. Yep. I'm sure Goots agrees. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Let's go take a peep at the Sharp Report for today. No steam crabs. Nothing to bitch about, really. Besides NIU, I guess. That was a moose shit play. God damn it. Besides that, though, pretty damn good day yesterday, if I could say so myself. We're going to go back to the MAC tonight. All right, I got a play that I like. There's 2 games, like 2 plays. We're going to play one. We're going to lock it in. We're going to spend some time on the college basketball slate as well, and then talk hockey, NBA too. Why don't we go ahead and get into the Sharp Report, get into some plays, some winners for today. And we'll start in the NBA. How about it? We'll start in the NBA. Go ahead and give me the 76ers on the ML. Guys, what have you been seeing on your feed? What have you been hearing the past week or so? Honestly, the entire NBA season. All you've been hearing is chirps on Joel Embiid, right? You've even probably heard Tyrese Maxey coming out and chirping him, saying, hey, show up to the fucking meetings on time, buddy. What are you doing? Do you not give a shit? This is the first game, I believe, when Embiid's going to be playing since that came out. And yes, like chat's saying right now, they need this win badly. Badly. Okay, they need this win. They got to stop the bleeding. This fucking 76ers team has been terrible so far this season. But they have a chance tonight on the road to get a big-time win and stop the bleeding. They're 2-11 right now. But they're still like minus 400 to make the playoffs. Unbelievable. I don't understand how that makes sense. But I feel like we're going to get some 76ers wins coming up here soon. And I'm seeing one here on the road up from -1 to -3. Depends on what book you're looking at. Against the depleted, injured Grizzlies, who still won a game way more recent than the Sixers have. They've lost 4 games in a row. Embarrassing. I want to go ahead and lean into that angle and back the 76ers, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and co. To get the big-time win here on the road. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Yeah, Navy unis are absolutely fire, Spain. If you haven't seen those yet, go check out the Navy football post they just put up. Absolutely fire. Fear the bounce. Okay, fire Navy uniforms. Whoever does the Army Navy designs for that, football game, the standalone game at the end of the season, does the uniforms. Unbelievable job. Unbelievable job. They deserve a pay raise. These jerseys are unbelievable year in, year out. Chat saying Tyrese Maxey might not play. Yeah, he's questionable. I'm looking at it right now. It's 50-50. Probably not going to play. I think he's missed the last couple games in a row. But you know what? The fact that they're catching that much steam, it's got to be because of the Joel Embiid news. I'll lean into it. Chat saying Embiid's the kind of guy to have this bad start and still be in the conversation for MVP. I mean, yeah, 100%. I think he goes off tonight on the road and gets them a big-time win. That's why they're moving up from -1 to -3. So we'll lock in the Sixers on the ML. God, they're up to -3.5 some places right now, too. Let's take a peep at the MACtion tonight. Like I said earlier, there's 2 games tonight. I like them both. First game's kind of weird. There's some weather involved, too. Ohio-Toledo, a little bit concerned there with the wind and the weather. Let's go to Buffalo and Eastern Michigan. Okay, you got a Buffalo team that's won their last 2 games. Very impressive, and now they're locked in for a bowl game. I don't think anybody had Buffalo winning 6 games on their bingo cards, and I think they've already won all their games for the season, to be completely honest with you. I think they're done. Their work here is done. They're going to a bowl game. Everyone's going to be hyped. They're coming off of 2 big-time wins. Eastern Michigan, though, they're 5-5 right now, and after a really good start to the season, they've really struggled recently. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. I'm going to bet them as a favorite. I was shocked to see them still as a favorite. I know they're at home. They're at home tonight. That's huge. But I'll bet them as a favorite against Buffalo, coming off of 2 big-time wins. Buffalo a little bit public on the spread as well. And seeing the line movement towards Eastern Michigan here, great sign. I'll take them at home to stop the bleeding. and get that 6th win for them. This game just means more here at home. They know they got to get a win. They don't want to take this in the last week of the season to potentially be bowl game eligible. They're going to want to get this big-time win at home, and I'll fade Buffalo coming off of 2 big-time wins. And we'll be coming back to this game and talking about PrizePicks squares here in a little bit, okay? And then we'll go to CBB. Very diversified portfolio today, chat. We got 1 NBA, we got 1 college football, and 1 CBB play, okay? And I'm taking George Mason. I'm not happy about it, but I'm taking George Mason once again after 2 straight duds. I love this team. They have former Hokie Darius Maddox, so I follow this team, probably more than most. And they're playing the worst team, in my opinion, in college basketball tonight. Typically don't take bets like this, but, early on in the season, you can kind of lean into some of these, heavy favorites against some of these Bookit squads before the odds makers really get hip to how bad a team like Coppin State is. But I'm fading Coppin State, who has covered 2 of their last 3 games. I will say they have covered 2 of their last 3 games. So could be a good fade spot for Coppin State, a absolutely moose shit program that I literally used to share a baseball field with in high school. Terrible sports teams. And then you got George Mason coming in off of 2 terrible losses when they were favorites in both those games. They lost to Central Michigan as 15-point favorites at home. Embarrassing. And then they lose to ECU on the road when they're sharp and minus 3-point favorites as well. That game went into OT. And that's just a brutal loss. You can't be losing to ECU right now. George Mason has way too much talent. Great young coach as well. I'll back George Mason here at home in a get-right spot in a bye game against Coppin State. Still looking for their first win. They're not getting it tonight. And this game's going to be a fucking blowout. Spreads up from 25.5 to 28.5. Love to see that. Moving in our direction. Totals up as well. Great sign for George Mason here to cover this big spread at home. This is going to be ugly. It's going to be a blowout. And yes, like chat's saying for that Eastern Michigan game, the QB used to be the Buffalo starter. A little revenge narrative. Sure. W's. So these are my favorite 3 plays of the day today. Went Noah's Ark type. Picked 1 from every sport, right? We'll see how it goes. Loving the Sixers. Loving Eastern Michigan here on the ML. And George Mason gets a big-time 30-point win at home to right the ship, coming off of 2 straight losses. All right? W plays. Let's go to the PrizePicks squares. We'll take a peep at those. And guys, I'm so fucking hyped. We hit a 4-man last night for the Sharp Report. Let's go. The balance has been replenished on PrizePicks now after that big time 10x cash last night. I'm hyped. We're going to spend some extra time on PrizePicks today, crafting up some lineups. Okay. And yes, that quarterback sucked at Buffalo. That's why he's still in the MAC. Right? He's not good, but I'll take a revenge narrative here at home. All right. All right, let's lock in here. I had to get some hockey involved. I know there's no Jovan on the stream today. He typically covers the hockey pretty well. And he typically covers the PrizePicks squares, in the NHL as well, but not today. I'm taking over. I'm taking Joseph Wool. More than 27.5 saves. I like Vegas in this game. That was honorable mention. Almost made my card. I like Vegas on the ML at plus chicken on the road against Red Hot Toronto. So I kind of figured, with that total open up at 6.5 as well. I know it's down to 6 now, but that high total that opened up at 6.5, I think we get some SOGs. I think pucks are going to get absolutely ripped in this game. And I do lean Vegas here, who's now catching some steam, and I'm seeing some minus signs next to their ML when they were plus chicken pretty much all morning. So that's a great sign too here. I do think he'll let in some goals, but I do think, to be completely honest with you, this is a bet on Vegas ripping puck. Plain and simple. And if you look at the chart for Joseph Wool, it could not be more red. It could not be more red. So obviously PrizePicks is expecting some pucks to be ripped in this game, and I'll follow suit. Okay. Joseph Wool, he's getting more than 27.5 goalie saves. He's probably also allowing about 3 or 4 goals too, but pucks will be ripped. All right. Go take a peep at that chart. If you don't think that's a sharp play. All right. Go take a peep at that chart for that square. And then Parker Navarro, let's go ahead and go to that Ohio game, the other college football game on tonight. If you look at his chart on PrizePicks, he's coming off a great game. Absolutely balled out in his last game, had like over 250 yards in that game. Relatively green chart recently, but there's some wind on the weather report for this game tonight. I'm a little bit worried about, either quarterback from either team passing the ball. And I also want to sell high on Parker Navarro, who is a dual threat QB. He typically uses his legs, and he does have an interesting rushing square up on PrizePicks today. If you look at his rush attempts, he has a 13.5 rush attempt square that's extremely red, has not hit this number in his last 4 games. Love to see it. And like Austin saying in chat, it did get bumped down, which is great to see. Great to see. Good. Got bumped down. Fuck yeah. Guys, we celebrate bumps in this house. Yes. We celebrate bumps in this house. Parker Navarro, with all the wind going on, and honestly in an under game script, in my opinion, I'll go ahead and fade his passing yards. And although I do lean Ohio in this game, I do think they win. I don't think they win through the air. I think they win on the ground. Navarro's rush attempt square is super weird. The running back rushing yard square is pretty fucking high as well. Thought about taking that again, but Tyus has already cost me coins this season. But after he's only, rushed for 32 yards, 15 yards, 84 yards in his last 3 games, he's up for 63.5 again. I think they'll be in a W game script. And also, if you look at Parker Navarro's rushing yards, high as heck for a QB, 58.5. Well, he runs the heck out of the football. I mean, he's had over 80 yards in 3 of his last 5 games on the ground. So if that wind's picking up, if that weather's weird, and if Ohio's in a winning game script like I'm expecting, they're going to run the ball 100 times. So we'll fade Navarro's passing yards, and I don't hate a play on Ohio as well. Okay? W plays there. Any questions, comments, concerns about the straight bets that I just talked about or these 2 PrizePicks squares? Now is the time to speak. Let me know. I'll try to be a little more involved with the chat today with No Jovan. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns with any of these plays that I just talked about, these 2 PrizePicks squares, or even those straight bets. Okay? We got Jedris in the chat, my Mount St. Mary's GOAT, asking the right questions. You know we're going to talk about that game later. Don't you worry. Mount St. Mary's on the road at a bye game at Georgetown. Big-time game for Mount St. Mary's. Big-time game. What's he saying? Let's see. There you go. Yeah, all right. I lost that chat. But anyways, yes, it's got to be the Mount on the road coming in off of some serious momentum. Love to see it. Love to see it. Chat's asking about Colorado. We're not talking about Colorado or Coach Prime today. Krabs wake up. Mount plays ball today, and they're winning outright in Cap One Arena. Jetters, bro. No. They're not winning outright, but they might cover. They might cover. But you got Georgetown coming in off of getting spanked in their last game. The Mount coming in off an OT win thriller. Insane game. It's probably not the best spot, to be honest with you, to back the Mount. But, I'm not going to tell you, to take Georgetown. No chance. It's got to be the Mount or nothing there in that spot. No bias whatsoever. No bias whatsoever. Krabs, was it always the Warriors? -5.5. I like the questions you guys are throwing at me. We can go over some of these before we get into some other plays. Is it the Warriors? -8.5 coming in off a loss? Atlanta coming in off an outright win against Sacramento on the roads? It probably is the Warriors, to be honest with you. I certainly would lean that way. Warriors -8 on the spread? Sure. I need some help with some winners, Krabs. Prime, I got you, bro. I got you, my man. 76ers tonight. Okay. Eastern Michigan on the ML, on the gridiron, and George Mason on the hardwood. Plain and simple. Any Goots nuggets? Oh, a question from Goots. Goots asking about Goots. Love that. Makes my day. Hey, Goots. You got any nuggets over there?
Not many nuggets going on over here. I'm just listening to Krabs, man.
Sure. Goots, I apologize for the Queens read yesterday. I know you were looking for a dog.
I wish I would have put the extra unit on Santa Clara instead of taking the Nucks. But
I know. I didn't see that fucking text.
Okay.
The Nucks. They blew it last night. Fuck, man. Brutal. Krabs, what's the lock? Or Krabs, you lost me a parlay. It's never Krabs. How are you today? Harris, that's okay. That's what I signed up for, my man. They want to milk me for the winners, and that's it. That's all I'm good for. And you know what? That's okay. Because that is the priority here on BTL. All right. My guy, Dead Larry Bird, DLB, coming in here with some plays he likes. Let's see. Where is he at? Fuck. I keep losing these chats. And yes, it was always the Rangers. Good call. God damn it. Morehead State. Look, I think Morehead State might be a fake sharp POD today. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe we can go to the college basketball board on Pickett Prep. That might be a good use of our time here. I do think Morehead State, although I did want to take them, and I do lean that way. Okay. This reminds me of a lot of lines last year when Morehead State would be a sharp, short dog or even a favorite, weirdly, in some spots. And they typically just didn't come through. I feel like Morehead State, their name carries some weight. They've been in the tournament recently. Look, they're even getting some bets on the spreads, right? Look at that. I will not be betting on this game. And I'll tell you what, I do lean Morehead State. Austin Peay, I believe one of the luckiest teams, if not the luckiest team in college basketball so far this season. They got a great story, though, as well. They got a kid on their team with one fucking arm. Have you guys seen his highlights on Twitter? Unbelievable. I think his name is Hansel or something like that. Guy's got one arm, and he's playing D1 college basketball at Austin Peay. Absolutely balling out. Unbelievable. But I do lean Morehead State in this game. I just can't bet it. I do think, I told Gutis before BTL today, this could be the fake sharp POD. Morehead State. I don't know how much you guys have seen it on your feeds, but Morehead State, they just don't respect coins. And Austin Peay's been so lucky this season. I'm not in the mood to fade. Hansel Emmanuel. Yes, that's his name, Paul. Sure. He's a fucking beast, bro. His highlights are great. No excuses for his teammates not getting a fucking rebound or hustling when this guy's doing shit with one arm. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable. All right, what else, guys? Got to hand it to him. Hansel's a beast. Yeah, props and chops. He is. He is. Krabs, was it always the Mountaineers tonight? Ooh. I don't know if it's the Mountaineers tonight. I want to go over some of these other plays. Texas A&M. Let's take a look at the Aggies. You know how I feel about the Aggies and Buzz Williams, right? A little bit biased as well, but you won't find me fading Southern. Talk about a blue-collar, hard-working team coming in. Texas A&M also coming in off of 3 straight wins and 3 straight covers. So I'm not in the mood to back Texas A&M there at home, but Southern's absolutely terrible. They're coming in off a loss outright to Eastern Tennessee. Eastern Tennessee. Jesus Christ. They were minus 3-point favorites. They lost that game outright on the road. Cannot have that. Cannot have that. Brutal. But I would say I would lean Southern in that game. No bias whatsoever. Northern Colorado on the road. I think they're getting, 5.5 points? NoCo. I like NoCo on the road. That I can get behind, Dead Larry Bird. Against Cal Baptist, who's a bunch of frauds and gets line respect for zero reason. They're coming in and winning 3 of their last 4 games. NoCo coming in off a bad loss. I like them on the spread. Sure. UCSB. See, that's where you lose me, DLB. I cannot get involved in the Gauchos tonight because I was looking at that game earlier and it looked a little sketchy to me. I think UTEP is probably the play down to 5.5 from 7.5, but you won't catch me with a UTEP ticket there, bat. And then Western Michigan. Let's take a peep at that game as well. W questions, right? W chat getting involved here. Western Michigan, plus 1.5 at home against South Dakota? Sure. That I can get involved with. Coming in off of a win after 3 straight losses for Western Michigan? Sure. I could get involved there. I like that play. What else, guys? Now's a chance. Dudes, Godsend, come on. Come on. Give us the VT reports. Why isn't it Jacksonville? I mean, why is VT catching steam in that game? Why is VT against a solid Jacksonville squad up to 14.5 in that game? Riddle me that. Maybe because of the bets. But they got 25K only on Pickett Pro here. Not many bets in this game. Yeah, guys, Jimmy's making the right comments here in chat. Trent, final table, ML. Big night tonight for Bookit. Big night tonight for Trent. He's out there in Vegas once again playing in a poker tournament. So if you guys want to follow that along, I'm sure we will be posting a link to watch that live on YouTube tonight. He's out there in Vegas. I think he was at the tables last night. I even think I saw a tweet of him saying he got absolutely destroyed at the tables last night or early this morning. That's okay. Trent bounced back. You don't want to use up all your luck too early. Okay. Big night tonight. I think Trent might even be the favorite to win his table, which is pretty crazy. Not the favorite to win the whole tournament, but
he's plus
favorite to win his table.
1,500 to win the whole thing and plus 200 to make the final table.
Wow.
Also, chat, you can watch on his Twitter. I think it starts at 10 Eastern.
Ooh.
Yep.
W Goots. Can I get some W's and some 10-4s for you guys in chat? Can you guys hear Goots? I'm assuming you can. We got Hoove TV coming in, dropping a resub. Let's go, Hoove TV. Attaboy. Attaboy. That's what I'm talking about. He says Illinois plus 8.5. See, that's where you lose me, Hoove TV. Appreciate the sub, but I cannot fade Bama tonight. No. But we will talk about that game. Do not worry. Okay. Jacksonville has a good defense, and VT only scored 60 on Winthrop. I mean, yeah, they're not good. They're not good. They're terrible. You could even make the argument they're terrible. They just got destroyed by Chelly's Penn State Nittany Lions in Baltimore in a game that, why the hell was that even being played? What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. You guys want to go over the rest of the CBB slate since we're here? Let me know. You guys want to talk about some CBB today? We got some time. Yeah? CBB? All right. Let's get into it here. Let me make my screen a little bit bigger too so I can see what Goots is showing you guys. Production. W Goots. Richmond laying what? 8.5? 8 against Maine? I like Richmond. I do. Richmond's been struggling. They still have a stud point guard there like they always do and a great coach. I'll take Richmond at home in a bounce back spot. They're 1-3. They've lost 3 straight games after a cupcake win earlier on this season against a made-up team, but they really still have not won a game this season against a real squad. Maine, on the other hand, has been a covering machine so far this season, man. They covered against Brown 2 games ago. They covered against Quinnipiac and almost won outright on the road in that last game. Pretty impressive. Maine looks like an easy play here, plus 8.5 with a better record than Richmond. Spread moved up from -6 to -8.5 to Richmond as well. I lean the Spiders at home. I do. I think they get right. Love Richmond. Great money line parlay piece as well, like chat's saying, sure. But I do think they cover that spread and win this game by 10+. Love seeing the total up a point as well. Okay. Look at the bets on Maine spread. Not a lot of bets on this game on Pick a Pro. That's okay. Not one of the bigger games today, but interesting to see these splits pretty even on the spreads. Give me the Spiders. This one means more. All right. Get back to the board here and take a peep at some of these other games. Yale and Stony Brook. I'm not at the point where I want to really start fading Yale yet, but I definitely have thought about it, and I definitely lean Stony Brook plus 9.5 on the spreads after opening up plus 9 in this game. Yale is coming in off of 3 straight losses. They should not have lost to UIC. I mean, that's an absolutely embarrassing loss, to be honest with you. That cannot happen. They lost by 12 points to UIC. But then they went on and played pretty darn well against Purdue and Minnesota in their next 2 games. They did not win those games, but they did cover those games. Pretty fucking weird seeing this spread only at 9 or 9.5. I lean Stony Brook at home, but I'm not going to bet it. Not going to bet it. Yale does have a significant coaching advantage here, and it's not like they're playing great so far this season, but they're hanging around. I would fade them, and I would take the Sea Wolves of Stony Brook at home tonight. Okay? They're studying for finals, Krabs, as lawyers are studying, not practicing. You're probably right. You're probably right. All right, let's keep moving and grooving. If you guys have questions about CBB, I'm sure we will get to these games. All I ask is that you kind of wait and see if you see the game you want to talk about on the screen. Ask the questions then, and we can talk about it then. Okay? Dayton and New Mexico. I mean, I'm not in a rush to bet that whatsoever. 2 undefeated squads, though. New Mexico is probably a fraud. Dayton up to 15.5 from 13.5, I believe. I'd say I would lean Dayton in this game. New Mexico State overperforming for sure, coming off that outright win against AMCC. When we bet AMCC, Dayton coming off that sketchy game against Ball State where they won barely but didn't cover. But Dayton's looked pretty good overall, even after losing some talent to the NBA. I kind of like Dayton, but I'm not liking these splits. I'll be honest. But not surprised to see people betting Dayton, and it's probably why the spread's moving up from -13.5 to -15.5. Okay? Give me Dayton on the spread here as a lean. All right? Let's move. Let's groove. We'll take a peep at some of these other games going on. I already talked about it earlier, but I do think Morehead State is going to be the fake sharp POD today. Not going to go back into it, but I do think that could be a trap potentially. I will not be on Morehead State. Shout out Columbia. I don't want to go into this game, but I do want to shout them out. I think they're 5-0. Saw a great video on the feed the other day of a 90-year-old Columbia fan who's gone to every game. He's like keeping notes and shit. He says he thinks this team has a chance to do something this year in the Ivy League. I don't. But I'm impressed by their 5-0 start. That's for sure. And they are playing an atrocious team today, LIU, Long Island, who's really fucking bad. I would say I lean Columbia on the spread -10.5, but not really rushing or sprinting to the counter. Okay. What else? Columbia is free today. You're high. This team is dope. I just said I like Columbia. You might be the one that's high, my man. Kennesaw. The Owls. Yeah, I do like Kennesaw, and that line stuck out to me a little bit as well. Kennesaw laying, 3.5 now against Abilene Christian, who's typically a wagon in college basketball, and they're coming in off a big win as well Spread's moving up towards Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State has been one of those teams in the last couple of years as well that went from being one of the worst teams in college basketball after getting the call up to D1 to being a pretty solid squad over the last couple of years. They have a really good coach as well, and they're coming in off a big win where they put up 85 points against Presbyterian. Their offense can score. Kennesaw State offense is never the issue for this team, and that's a little bit of a different style for Abilene Christian. Jesus. It's been a little bit of a different game script so far this season. Lower scoring, more defensive-minded. They've ripped off 5 straight unders in a row. Kennesaw State, not the type of game style that Abilene Christian wants to play against. They like to slow the rock down. Kennesaw likes to run a little bit here and put up some points. Seeing the total moving up to 156.5 and seeing the spread move towards Kennesaw State kind of tells me everything I need to know in this game. I think it's got to be the Owls. And they keep covering. They keep taking care of business, respecting bettors, just like they've been doing for the last 2 years. It's got to be the Owls. Got to be the Owls. Has to be done. Abilene Christian. Yep, sure. We're fading it. We're fading. All right. Let's move and let's groove. W chirp. Let's move. Let's groove. Try saying Abilene Christian 10 times fast now. You can. You can. What else we got? Hokies, spread, non-biased whatsoever. Sure. Keep going through these Mushik games, Goots. Already talked about George Mason laying the spread. That was in the Sharp report as well. Yeah, that might be all the games it's got up as of right now. I'm sure they'll put up more later. But a couple other games that I can just kind of talk through here that were not up there yet on Pickett Pro. I would say there's some decent late night Geysermans too. I want to talk about some of these. Merrimack plus 19.5 against Rutgers. I know if Jovan was on today, he'd probably be on that play. I would say it's got to be Merrimack, even with the line movement towards Rutgers. I don't care. I would fade Rutgers, who has been winning but not covering, and their defense looks kind of atrocious. They just gave up 81 points to Monmouth. Ooh, brutal. Merrimack can play a little bit. They're very well coached as well. I'll take Merrimack with the points, keeping it within 20. They did not cover against Princeton. They did not cover against VCU. They only scored 42 points against VCU. But like I talked about in the pod, that VCU team is legit. Okay, and do not get that twisted. So I give them a break, a little pass on that game. Give me Merrimack plus 19.5 on the road at Rutgers, a ranked team. One of those games where I care more about the opener being that short at 17.5 against a ranked team on the road. I don't even care about the movement. I know it's going to move towards Rutgers. Okay, so go ahead and give me Merrimack. Miss Merrimack plus 19.5 on the road to Rutgers. Couple late night games here. Mount St. Mary's plus 14.5 on the road against Georgetown. Non-biased whatsoever. Sure. Grand Canyon is laying 17.5 points against UC Davis. I'm not going to bet Grand Canyon. I said on the pod, CBB pod before the season, I'm going to look to fade Grand Canyon more often than not. But in this game, in this spot, coming off a terrible loss with a 4.5 point line movement in the last 12 hours, yeah, I go ahead and lean Grand Canyon against UCD. UCD's got one good player. They're coming off a bad loss for Grand Canyon. I'd probably assume they're going to win that game by 20. I would even lean them at home. So if you're looking to bet the Antelopes, I believe is their fucking mascot, tonight, you back them in a bounce back spot. Illinois at Alabama. That spread's been moving and grooving as well towards Alabama. Another team that I've wanted to fade so far this season, but they're coming off a loss as well. Illinois, perfect so far this season. Illinois has been one of those teams over the last year or two that you really can't fade successfully either. So I won't be betting Bama, but I cannot ignore how significant that spread is. I mean, they're laying 8.5 to a good Illinois team that's undefeated. I would definitely say I lean Bama with that spread, but I'm a Bama hater. Not a fan of their CBB team as much as everyone else is this season. Everybody already, hands on the national championship trophy. Not me. I can't do it. But I would lean them at home, laying 8.5 against Illinois. Okay. Couple late night games here in CBB before we move. Somebody brought up Northern Colorado earlier today against Cal Baptist. Sure. Fading Cal Baptist is good business. Okay. And then Idaho State, the Potatoes, getting 24.5 points against UCLA late night tonight. That totals down to 129.5. Give me that nasty under in that game between UCLA, who's been overperforming offensively this season, but we all know what's good with that Mick Cronin-ran team. They win with defense. They always will. So I would like to sell high on their offense. And I mean, if you've watched any Idaho State game so far this season, besides that kid who made a 3 to fucking cake our bet the other night and cover for the Potatoes, they don't score much and they play good defense and they keep games close. I mean, just watch their fucking games. I've actually, unfortunately, watched 3 already so far this season. It's exactly what they do. They don't score much. They play defense. They show serious effort on that side of the ball, and they keep the games low scoring and close. I expect much of the same in that game late night, although instead of backing the potatoes and the spreads, I would just take the under 129.5, totals down about 4 points. Okay. Chat's asking about UNLV as well. Winning by 20 plus. I don't know if I can do it, man. Is it Deaton Thomas season against Pepperdine? The thing about Pepperdine is that they actually are that bad. I mean, they just lost to UC Irvine by 20 points. Oh, before that, they lost to UC San Diego by 20 points. Oh, brutal. Pepperdine is that bad. Is that bad. So, yeah, sure. If you want to back Deaton Thomas and UNLV, who's still looking for their first cover since that Alabama State game a couple weeks ago, I wouldn't tell you no. I wouldn't tell you no. All right? And, yeah, guys, Jovan's going to be okay. He has a minor tummy surgery today. So if you're wondering where he is at the doctor's right now. He's going to be good. So keep him in your thoughts and prayers. I'm sure he'll be back this week. Okay? UMass Lowell versus Fisher College. I think I'm good on that one. All right? I think I'm good on that one. Krabs, after show, call Trent, make him get an autograph from Adrian. Okay. Dude. Grow up. Grow up. All right. That's all I got for CBB. I'll give you guys one more chance. Any questions about the CBB slate? Now is your chance. If you have questions, if you have plays, you want to talk through some shit right now, now is the chance. You just want to throw a game at me and I can talk about it. Long Beach State, Gonzaga. Long Beach State. Oh, the beach. They are fucking dog shit. They have one good player, their point guard. They are terrible. They're still looking for their first cover in about 2.5 weeks. They just lost outright at home to Portland. You don't lose to Portland. Okay, you shouldn't. It's embarrassing. You can't lose to Portland. Come on, Long Beach State. They have a whole new team this year. Typically, they're pretty solid. Remember, they were the team last year that fired their coach, and then their team went on to win their conference tournament after they fired their coach, and he was still coaching. That's that team. So they're definitely in a rebuild right now. And I would not be getting cute and betting them on the spread, but I certainly would not recommend Gonzaga, who's looked damn near perfect so far this season. I would still lean the beach. But I can't bet it. All right. What else, guys? Let me know. Towson -2.5 versus Nichols, a good spot. Yes, I do lean Towson in that spot. Better team on the road as a favorite. Getting some respect on the line. They deserve it. Give me the Towson Tigers, who are public a little bit, but nobody's betting that game besides alumni. Come on. Northern Illinois. Ooh, I knew that game was going to come up at some point. I knew it. And I want to fade Northern Illinois. And I want to back Elon, who moved from a dog to a fave on the road. Elon is bad. Okay, Elon has one win this year, but it was against a made-up school. Doesn't even count. I like the move from a dog to a fave for Elon here. I do. Give me Elon ML. +1 to -1.5 on the road against NIU, who we just saw on the football field cost us plenty of coins in a sharp spot. NIU, though, on the hardwood is coming off of 2 very impressive covers where they beat Monmouth outright 2 games ago. And then they hung around against Bradley and covered against a much better Bradley team on the road. So we'll go ahead and fade NIU, the Huskies, coming off those 2 decent games where they won one of them, but covered both, played pretty well, overperformed in both those games for sure. And we'll take the blue-collar, hard-nosed, defensive-minded Towson Tigers on the right as favorites. Okay? Elon. Jesus Christ. Elon. Towson's on the screen. What else in CBB? We crafting PP entries. Boys been hot. Yep. Pax Picks. That is up next. Caesar Teaser asking, are you still doing the ladder challenge? No. Fuck that challenge. All right. Well, we can get in some prize picks, or we can talk about anything else you guys want. NBA, NHL. I'll be honest, did not love the NBA or NHL slates. What's up, Krabs? How about some Mastodons action tonight? Penn State been deleting teams, and the Horizon League Giants coming for blood. Wow. You want to back the Mastodons? Yeah, I like that opener at 13.5. I'll tell you that much. Penn State coming off that big win against my Hokies. Fraudulent win, doesn't count. Virginia Tech is that bad. Penn State, I believe, has covered 3 of their 4 games this season. Yep, they're 3-1 against the spread. Although IPFW 4-0 against the spread. Overperforming out the wazoo. Even in that game against UCF, they covered. So I'll tell you what. I like Purdue Fort Wayne. I like the Mastodons. Don't get me wrong. It kind of sounds like Megalodon as well. Lean that way. I got to do a little bit more digging in that game. TBD if I'll get to the counter there with you, Shark Clark, but I definitely like that read and that play. I'll look into it a little bit more here this afternoon, but I do like the Mastodons on the road against Penn State there. Like that opener. Pretty short, especially with Penn State coming in off that big-time win against the Hokies. Sure. How about Marquette last night? They're them. They're them. Can I have you peep a prop for the EMC Buffalo game? Yes. Drop it, Charger. Let me know. Let me know. I was wondering if you like Vegas to rip. Why don't you like them to win? Why do you like them to win? Isn't the narrative that the team who is down rips the most? Well, in my brain, the team that rips puck the most probably has the best chance to win. The team that gets the most SOGs probably has the most chance to win. And I do expect Vegas, looking at that chart for the goalie saves allowed, there's going to be a lot of pucks ripped on net. Let's hope he's saving them. And let's hope that he's letting some in as well at the same time. But pucks will be ripped. And in my opinion, I'd rather have a team who's ripping puck in that narrative, back in that, and taking that goalie saves a lot square. More than. And I might get on Vegas ML, to be honest with you. That's one of those plays on the ice that I was looking at they can maybe get involved with. Vegas on the ML against a really good Maple Leafs team, catching some steam as well today. It could be the Golden Knights on the road. They moved from plus 110 to like minus 110, minus 105, depends on where you're looking, over the last like 2 hours. Maybe some goalie news, I'm assuming. Vegas at plus money in some places. Yeah, well, they were plus money earlier today. Prime saying your Capitals are heating up. Yeah, but keep Ovi in your prayers because his knee is absolutely fucked, apparently. Absolutely fucked. Yeah, I blame Wayne Gretzky. He probably had something to do with it. Krabs, can you look at the Bane threes made square? Yes. As a matter of fact, yes, I can. Bane, 2.5 3-pointers made. Yeah, we're taking that for Jovan. We're taking that for Jovan today. Has to be done. You know, that's his guy coming in off a fucking Shugs bagel and only 1 3-pointer made in the last 3 games before that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take his more than 2.5 3-pointers made. Ish. In an L game script, in my opinion, in a high-scoring game where the Sixers are winning. I like it. I like it. For Jovan. I'm marking that down right now. If you guys have other squares, feel free to drop them now. Bring them up later, whatever you want to do. Please look at Clint Capella boards. I'll look at that right now. Clint Capella boards. Are you guys getting in the fucking lab today? Is it the vibe that I'm getting? Whoa. Who's getting the rebounds for Golden State tonight? Or is Atlanta just making every shot they take? Goots, why don't we just go ahead and pivot over to the fucking PrizePicks board, man? Let's get over there. Let's get active. Let's get up and moving. Let's get up and moving. Wow. Clint Capella, less than 8 rebounds. Sign me up. 2 words. Sign me up. I'm in. That's a crazy square. Who's getting rebounds in that game, bro? Who's getting rebounds for the fucking Golden State Warriors? Tolvainen. Point is smacking today, Goots. Let me take a peek. That might not be a person. I put in TOL and nothing came up. Okay. Let me see if I can find who the fuck you're talking about, buddy. Let's see. That's going to be really hard to find. Oi. Tyler Lockett Jr. receiving. Okay. Please look at Darius Garland shots last night. Yeah, no, I've been seeing those memes. Klingon assist on props.cash. I will look at that after stream, but we could take a peep at that on PrizePicks right now. Klingon assists. He's got a half assist square. Oi. That's red as mom. Huh. Plays for Kraken, not on board. Oh. I like that Klingon more than. Don't love it. I don't love it. Are we going to Darius Garland after his just embarrassing performance last night? My God. What about his 2.5 3-pointers made after his Shug's bagel? Darius Garland? Is he jacking? His field goal attempted square is low, making me think he's not going to be jacking today. His 3-point attempted's high. Do the Pelicans have the worst 3-point defense in the NBA or something? Jesus. His turnovers is high. I don't mind that Darius Garland more than 2.5 3-pointers made. He went 3 for 21 last night. Yeah, embarrassing. Embarrassing. Look at his shots yesterday. I mean, yeah, absurd. Dame, not a bad look. Yeah, dude, I wanted to talk about Damian Lillard. His chart was red. Jalen Green, Krabs, and Bane threes. Yeah, Adam, I'm all in on Bane threes. I'm all in on Bane threes. Let me go ahead and mark Garland down for his 3-pointers made after getting roasted on the feed all fucking night. And then we will go to Jalen Green from Adam. Whoa. What's the Jalen Green square that you were looking at, Adam? 0 for 6 from 3 last night for Garland. Love that. Keeping that in there. Down to go to Dame as well after this, but let's focus on Jalen Green. Oh, his points. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that'll do, Donkey. That'll do. Let me make sure I like points in that game. Houston at home totals up to 231.5. Yeah, as a matter of fact, against the Pacers who don't play like a defense, I do. I do like points in this game. Yeah, good. All right, keep me in line here because we already have 4 squares. This is good. If we have too many squares, we got too many squares. Keep them coming in the chat. Looks like Halliburton 3-point attempted is a square that people are talking about. 7.5. Whoa. Just wait till you see this one. Tyrese Halliburton, 7.5 3-pointers made. Goots' fingers are on fire from typing in all these plays super fast. His keyboard's on fire. There's smoke. Wow. Yeah, go ahead and sign me up for the less than on Tyrese Halliburton 3 points attempted because it's green as mom. And it's that simple. It's the closest to surge we've had in months. Grow up, Goots. Grow up. Crab super goats, just taking the nastiest players more than. Bro, why are we only crafting NBA squares right now, too? What is going on? Damian Lillard. Let's go take a peep at him. 24.5 points. What are your guys' thoughts on that play? His assists. He's coming off a 10 assist game. Not in love with that. Does he have a rebound square up? 2.5 Goblin. Not taking that. What about Dame points? 24.5. Dame points 24.5 after 3 straight moo shit games. Dame, grow the fuck up. Dame, grow up game. I saw somebody in chat says he always mucks up his Bulls. And I know for a fact those Bulls don't play any fucking defense. I know that for a fact. I'm looking at a 239.5 total in this game. Oh, 239.5 total. Twitter, POD, Dame. Come on. No. Rambo boys coming in. What's up, gents? Me and Royal will be on it. I'm assuming you're talking about Damian Lillard points. I hope that could sway me back in the right direction. My understanding is the Knicks haven't defended the 3 very well. Booker threes. I mean, Dame 3 points attempted too is just crazy. Crazy talk. He's got a 2.5 3-pointers made Goblin square when he's made 1 3 in the last 3 games combined. And he's got a 2.5 Goblin square. We might have to pivot to his 8.5 3-point attempted square and just keep the points out of it. Fuck. Wendell Carter to drain a 3. Greatest play of the day, but it's smacking. You guys are just coming with the greatest squares of all time right now. What is going on? We're switching to that Damian Lillard 3 points attempted square. We're going to have to split this up, and we're going to have to start locking in some 4-mans here because we've got too many squares, folks. We got people in chat giving out Miles Turner 4.5 first quarter point squares. Somebody keep track of these. I need to look at Wendell Carter 3s, bro. Wendell Carter. Oh, the Darius Garland 3s got removed. Nice. Clap it up, guys. Clap it up. That one's gone. Nice. Fuck. Are you kidding me? And he's out. Okay. Well, there we go, Rev. Don't forget that Terry Lockett Jr. receiving if you want a variety outside the NBA. That's hilarious. You're saying that, Charger TV. I was looking at that square earlier today because his name is Terry McLaurin, Tyler Lockett, combined in one. Jr. Caught my eye. Garland, Levert, Dean Wade, Okoro, all out. Okay. How about Wendell Carter Jr. 3? He only has a demon 1.5 threes, bro. Why is that even up? Why is that up? Oozing squares, PrizePicks. Oozing squares. All right, so right now we have 5 NBA squares in here. Kind of want to cut it down to a 4-man, take one, roll it over, right? You want to take $20 and pass it to the next person? I want to take one of these squares, roll it over to the next lineup, and lock in a 4-man here. Clinging assists. Would love to look at that one again because it was talked about a decent amount. I didn't give it a look. Clinging half an assist. Yep. Might have to get an odds check on the book for that one. Let me go take a peep. Hard work. Clinging more than half an assist. Oh, surely that hits, right? Let's see. Player assists. Yeah, they're not going to have that shit up. Why am I looking? Waste of time. Dumb and stupid. Capella's being nuked by everyone and their mother. Goods. It's got to be plus money. Maybe we leave that one out. How about a cheeky, crabby 200Xer for the kids? Yeah, that should hit. That should be a good use of time, right, Rita? Yep. Sure. All right, right now we've got Desmond Bane 3s, Clint Capella rebounds less than, Jalen Green points, Halliburton 3 points attempted, Damian Lillard 3 points attempted. So here's where my brain's going with this. Love all 5 of these squares, okay? We have a lot of 3-pointers and 3 points attempted squares in here. I feel like we take one of these 2 3 points attempted squares, probably this Tyrese Halliburton less than, and start a new lineup with that. And we take a Desmond Bane, Clint Capella, Jalen Green, Damian Lillard 4-man for tonight. So go ahead and remember Tyrese Halliburton because I'm going to go ahead and X that one out. And we'll start a new lineup with that one. I'm going to go ahead and put Capella in here at the end as well as rebounds. So it looks pretty. Since it's a less than. Good. I'm locking that shit in. Guys, I feel pretty good after locking in that 10Xer. We got a hype train moving and grooving as well. Who subbed? Who did it? Oh, we got Ayers dropping some bits. Oh, we got hella subs coming in too. Ayers dropping 1,000 bits. We'll be having to take a step back. Family health issues. Put my coin towards them to help them. Still be lurking. Aries, bro. Whatever you're going through, I apologize. I'll keep you in my thoughts and prayers, my man. You'll get through it. Do not worry about the subs. That is the least of your worries, my man. You've given us so many already. You're goated. Take care of your fam. Take a break if you need to. Aries, you're a fucking goat. Can we get some W's going in the chat for our guy, Aries? Prayers up, my man. It's going to be okay. All right? We got Griffin coming in, resubbing for 28 months. Juice Wayne coming in, resubbing for 8 months. Ooh. We got Hoof TV coming in as well, talking about Illinois. Can we get some W's going for Aries? Get the vibes up, man. He's literally one of, if not the GOAT of the community here. He's dropped more subs than anyone else combined probably over the last 2 months. We have a hype train rolling because of him right now. Aries, you're goated. If you ever need anything, please let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up. I'm there for you, my man. All right? Okay. Desmond Bane, Jalen Green, Damian Lillard, Clint Capella. We're locked. All right, what's the square I said to roll over? I think that was Tyrese Halliburton, right? Yep. Tyrese Halliburton, nice to meet you. We're fading you tonight, brother. Less than 7.5 3 points attempted. Yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. Big Bubs coming in resubbing. Let's go, Big Bubs. Way to get involved, my man. Klingon assists, minus 131. Caesars. Okay, yep. I'm back bought into that one. We're going to go ahead and put that one in here. How about a Klingon assist? How about a Klingon assist for the kids? So right now we have Tyrese Halliburton, less than 7.5 3 points attempted, and Donovan Klingon, more than half an assist. That's all we got right now. Okay. Would love to get some other sports involved, but who am I to tell you to shut up or not give you an NBA square if it's turning green? So all I'll ask right now is if you have squares that you love, drop them in the chat right now. We'll look at some of them. OMG, I love green points, Krabby. Let's go, LC. Let's go, LC. I believe that was in the last lineup. Yep, good. And that was an Adams got Wales play. Good. All right. Hawks can't guard. PGs, Curry going off. Put him in the second play. It's going to take more convincing than that to put Stefan, Jesus Christ. Have some respect for the GOAT. Stephen Curry in this lineup.
Dylan
it's just
Brooks
not
getting to the line, Krabs.
Is that a weird square? Yeah. Goots has been fucking labbing, grinding back there silently.
I'm just looking at the weird shit. The weird cats.
Good. 1.5 free throws made. The guy, let's see the last time he's had fucking free throws. 2 in a game.
November 13th, he made one. I don't know if was his only attempt or if he had any.
This last time he's made 2. The last time he's made 2 free throws, he's done it twice in November. It hasn't been since November 8th, though. I mean, he's doing it a ton in October. I'm so in for that, dude. Sign me up. Sign me up. Dylan Brooks, hit your free throws, my man. Hit him. What else we got in chat here? Wyatt Johnson, 1.5 points. Ferda. That sounds biased, but we'll take a look at it. We'd love to diversify the portfolio here and get some hockey in here. Right? Let's take a look at old Wyatt Johnson. Old reliable. Oh, it's a gold. Oh, and it's red. Oh, it's red. Okay. Okay. Now you have my attention, I'll say. And she says it's hitting. Hmm. 1.5 points. Oh, you want to take the demon? It pays 9x if we just take the goblin. I'm going to be soft and take that. Is that okay? Jovan, what's up, dude? What the fuck's up, buddy? Oi. We got Jovan in the chat. You up and moving? How we doing? Yeah, I'm going to take that 0.5 point. Goblin square. Right now I have Halliburton, less than 7.5 3-pointers made. Donovan Klingon, more than half an assist. Dylan Brooks, more than 1.5 free throws made. That's a nasty square, Goots. Great find. And Wyatt Johnson, more than half a point. That's a 9xer. That's good enough for me. I'm going to lock that shit in. We're spraying the board on fucking 4-mans today. Plain and simple. All right, after yesterday, smacking one. I got some fucking bankroll to play with. We're firing them. We're deploying them. We got a hype train moving and grooving? No way. Big Bubs, thank you again for the resub. Boston Sports Dork, 34 months, bro. Seasoned vet. Seasoned vet. All right, let's go, LC. I saw that you're taking that gob. Love it. Best nap of Sench. Attaboy Jovan. Attaboy Jovan. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. And yeah, let's go ahead and give Jovan a break here. Okay. He might need a minute before he gets back in the lab. Christ. You guys are menaces, bro. Boston Sports Dork, thank you again. You're a fucking beast. Low Baldwin coming in, dropping a follow as well. Goated. Goated. Okay. Well, we've locked in 2 lineups so far. Do you guys want me to drop the links to them before we get back in the lab? I know there was a ton of other squares too that you guys were talking about. Shit. We also got to find something to pair with my 2 Sharp Report squares. Yeah, let's let Jovan get out of his fucking hospital gown before you start asking him for some squares, chat. Christ on a bike. Have some respect. Yeah, Trent's pissed. He wants a square from Jovan right now. No excuses. That reminds me. Poker tournament tonight. Tune in. Trent's going to be playing against some GOATs, some celebrities, some former athletes as well. Pretty cool. I think it's around 10 p.m. Eastern tonight, and it'll be live on his Twitter. Check that puppy out. Live on YouTube as well. Trent in another poker tournament. All right? God, I'm so blown as well. Last night, I had that Wolf 2-piece. Wolf pack with Hayden Wolf less than half a pick and Dustin Wolf more than 2.5 goals allowed. He didn't do shit. Or he did 2 goods. He allowed 1 goal. Brutal. Oh, brutal. All right, let me drop the links to these 2 lineups that we've already crafted. And then we're going to get in the lab and try to craft one final lineup with my 2 squares from the Sharp Report. Okay? Let me send you guys these 2 links. Goots, if you have a POD, now would probably be the time. If you have any plays looking at you funny. If not, no stress. Here's the link to the first lineup here. Or second lineup, actually.
I got nothing in chat.
All good, Gootsy.
Might be a day off.
All good, Gootsy. Yep. And here is the link to the 10Xer chat as well. All right. And yeah, Mikey's tweeting about the Army-Navy uniforms. If you guys haven't seen those uniforms for that standalone game here in a couple weeks, go check them out. Go check out the hype videos on X. They're worth your time. Those uniforms are fucking sexy as hell. The Army video was elite. Like, it legitimately gave me chills. The Navy uniforms are better a little bit. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. But both guys killed it this year. My goodness, Army and Navy, those uniforms are electric. Electric. They are. All right, lock the fuck in, chat. We only have about 15 minutes here. And I do want to lock in a 4-man involving 2 of the squares that I like for tonight. I only want you guys to let me know squares you like in the chat. If these are squares you're placing, I've already placed, that you love, your POD squares. I don't want you just throwing out shit in the chats right now at this point that you're thinking about or on the fence about. Save that for later. Right now, I need you guys' best. Your best squares for tonight. I want to pair them with these 2 squares. And they are Joseph Wool, more than saves. And we've got, obviously, Parker Navarro, less than passing yards, which got bumped down, which is super beat. But that's okay, because we celebrate bumps. Krabs, I played poker with Dan again last weekend. Let's have a day. W. Ron. Hilarious. Hilarious connection. Love to hear it. 2 goats. 2 goats. Joseph Wool, more than 27.5 goalie saves. Parker Navarro, less than 166.5 passing yards. Give me a fucking square that's turning green in the chat right now. Franz, less than assist. That one's been talked about a decent amount in chat. Franz, less than 5.5 assists. Very popular. Yeah, how about this? Sign me up, 2 words. Sign me up, 2 words. Yes. Rito, not Faden Curry. Last time I did that, I looked like a fucking idiot. Not doing that again. How about Franz Wagner fading his assists? What is he, fucking CP3 himself? No, he's 6'10". He's a forward. Let's take his less than assists. He's been passing too much. And that's a very popular square as well. Yeah, give me his less than 5.5 assists. He's not Chris Paul. Okay? Drop those squares that you guys love. Drop those POD squares, chat. Get them going. Get them up and moving. Bain 3s. Already locked that in. W's. Curry, less than free, boosted everywhere. Good to know. Riker Evans, more than 1.5 block shots. That one's so weird that I have to go look at it. And it's green. I'm out. And for that reason, I'm out. Can't do it. Campaign points and assists. Ten and a half. Yeah, that's green as well. No thanks. Appreciate it though. Harden PRA, bro. Wow. What's the angle there? That's a red square. Michael Bridges. Michael Bridges has a goblin 3 points made after dropping a goose egg last game. That's fucking weird. Tell you that much. That's weird. Evan Mobley, steals and blocks. We need to find one more square to complete this 4-piece. Oh. And that could be a Evan Mobley, more than 1.5 block shots. They only have a block shot square up on PrizePicks, D-Ben. So let me know what you think about that. Lillard assists, averaging 13.7 potential assists per game this season. Can't do it. Already like his points. Shit. Buddy Hield free throws made. Aries. I'd be a fool to not give that a look. Holy fuck. My God. Just type in Buddy Goods. It's okay. It's going to be okay. There he is. My God. When is the last time Buddy Hield has made a free throw, ladies and gentlemen?
What's he going to get fouled on a friggin' 3-point shot?
Yeah, the guy doesn't even do anything besides shoot threes. What are we doing? Why is that up? I'm looking at his stats. I'm checking the data. The guy hasn't shot free throws in his last 6 games. That's insane. Congratulations, Aries. You have made it into the 4-man. Now, the problem is we've got too many squares. Do we dare craft up one more? I didn't hear no bow. Do we dare craft up one more lineup and maybe take one of my GOAT squares from the Sharp Report out of this? Start the next one with it? I think we might have to do one more.
Who am I missing? Because I only have the 4-man in here.
I've got Wool, Navarro, Franz Wagner, less than assists, Evan Mobley, more than 1.5 block shots,
That's all I'm missing.
and Buddy Hield, more than half a free throw made. Spray day. All right, we're doing it. Fuck it. We're going to take out Parker Navarro, and we're going to start the next lineup with him. So we're going to go Wool, Franz, Mobley, Hield. Does that make sense? And we'll start the next lineup with Parker Navarro. Less than 166.5 passing yards. Hell yes. You guys want the link to that one? Yeah, we're locking in today, Danny. Coins came home last night, and we are deploying them once again. Plain and simple. Okay? I'll send you guys that link real quick to that 4-man that I just locked in. Got a little hockey, got a little NBA, a little nasty squares. Coins did come back home, yes. All right, here's the link to the lineup that we just crafted. Let's craft one more. DJ Fitz, one more. Okay? Let's craft one more. Shout out SRT, dropping a follow as well. You're goated. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Okay? All right, one more. Yeah, any LC, Rav, Mikey meet on tape squares from earlier? If not, I'm going to need to hear more plays. Lou Dort, more than points. Like it, don't love it. Like it, don't love it. Jaren Jackson, less than blocks and steals, C. Bernat. Now, that might be just so crazy, it just might fucking work. That might be so crazy, it just might fucking work. Jaren Jackson Jr., less than 2. Oh my goodness. I got to do an odds check on this because what is this doing up? What in the living hell is this square doing up on the board? What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, Jovan, literally, my God. Jared Jackson, bro. Let me go to the Grizzlies game. My goodness. It has to be done. I don't make the rules, chat. I don't. Oh my God. Bruh, it's minus 125 to the more than. Fuck. Do we care? Edie's out. Do we care?
I mean, all he does is play defense. He's a menace down low.
We got Slugger coming in, dropping a subby goots. Love to see it. W name Slugger 269 and a 10 on the river. Okay. Edie being out helps that less than. We already locked in Jalen Green, Austin Rendez. We locked that in already. We might have to leave this shit in here and say fuck the odds and just take a nasty square. We're leaving it in there right now. Donovan Clingan, points and rebounds. I think we already have Clingan in something. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure we did, though. Anthony Simons, points and rebounds from Get Busy Dizzy. I'm a sucker for Anthony Simons. I think he's fucking him. Well, he is him. It's not really a surprise. Points and rebounds you like? What the fuck? Was he coming off the worst game of his life? He might be coming off the worst game of his career. Oh, he's been hurt. Bruh. You want to take him in his first game back? Your boy John talking about bumps. Bump down from 18.5 points. What square? Jovan, I already put that Klingon square in something. So Embiid points. Truss after him and Maxey got into it. Do they have that up? Because I wanted to take that earlier and it wasn't up. They don't have Embiid up. They're scared. Simons is only out a week. What do you guys think about that Anthony Simons square? C1 through the hoop. The Silva turnovers. Holy shit. He's definitely due for a turnover. I feel like we're losing plot here, though, chat. I feel like we're losing plot here, though. I've got two squares in here. Parker Navarro, less than passing yards. Jaren Jackson Jr., less than 2.5 blocks and steals. Booker, less than points. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Less than 29.5 points. See, a little red for me, a little high. Probably good. Probably good on that one, looking at the charts. Carlos Alcaraz, more than shots. Okay, grow up. Is that the hockey one? Or sorry, the soccer one or the tennis one? Lou Dort, rebounds, assists, less than. Okay, Rito. Okay, Rito. Don't love it, Rito. I like his less than rebounds. And I like his less than assists. So why don't I like his less than rebounds and assists? What am I fucking bugging about? I kind of like that. Alex, I've got that Desmond in there already in a previous lineup. I already have Dylan Brooks free throws in there too, Spain. That was a good POD. Harden points, red and juiced. I like that Lou Dort less than... what was the play? Less than rebounds and assists, 6.5. Yeah, that's going in there. That's going in there, Rita. I appreciate you. Thank you for your service. Harden points, red and juiced. What do you guys think about Harden points? Heiskanen, more than half an assist. Whoa. Goots, bro, talk to me. I need the chat silent. I need me and Goots here talking this through. And I'm not talking about our Goots. I'm talking about fake Goots, Canadian Goots. Although our Goots can also come in here with this conversation as well. Does our Goots have any comments on the square from Goots?
I mean, I bet on Mira before. I'm a fan.
Yeah?
I don't mind it. I mean, it's a crappy play.
Now, are you a fan of Canadian Goots? Do you trust him?
Of course.
You do?
I mean, he's playing the Sharks. The square game script would be they're going to win by 50.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's why Lauren probably likes Wyatt.
I mean, they're minus 500.
Yeah,
we have Wyatt point. Why not throw Miro Heiskanen in this puppy as well?
They're probably going to win by 6-0. You never know. I mean,
okay.
It could be a blowout. If it's a blowout, that's a W game share for the squares you have.
Okay. Stars just sold everybody at home last game. They're coming off that loss. They're minus 500 in this game. You don't see that every day. That doesn't grow on trees. Should have 3+ power play minutes. Goots, I like where your head's at, man. You feeling good about that square? W stack with Wyatt Point. I mean, yeah, I already put that with another lineup, but sure, I will have both of those in a lineup if we stick with this. I like it. I like it. Krabs, man, just want to big you up for being the kind of better you are. Whole house always on heavy faves. You stand on your shit. I mean, it's not even a choice. It's like engraved in my DNA. Joke about it with Dave all the time. It's not a bit. This is literally how I am in life. Contrarian in life. Okay. We got Gaucho69 coming in, dropping a resub. You can't make this shit up. He says, go Hokies. Gaucho, go Hokies. They play tonight. Good fucking luck. He's going to dish his puck. Lauren, say no more. Say no more. Let's send this 4-piece. Parker Navarro, less than pass yards. Jaren Jackson Jr., less than 2.5 blocks and steals. Lou Dort, less than 6.5 rebounds and assists. And Miro Heiskanen. How about that pronunciation? Miro Heiskanen. More than half an assist. W Goots odds check. Love it. You're locked in. Has to be done. I just placed it. I will drop that line up here in the chats as well. Let me go ahead and grab it real quick. And it won't let me lock that one in. Great. So I got to go to my phone and lock this one in now because it won't let me do it on my PC after locking in 3 straight lineups. Good. Let me type this one in, all reliable, by hand, manually, on my phone. Parker Navarro, less than pass yards. Then we go to the NBA. Jaren Jackson Jr., we're fading your ass. We're taking less than 2.5 blocks and steals. And then we're going to Lou Dort. And we're fading his ass too. He's been a rebound and assist machine. We're fading his ass. And then we go to Miro Heiskanen, more than half an assist. Hopefully that bangs with the Wyatt Johnson square at the same time. That would be a splooge. That would be a splooge. Okay. Love it. I'm in. The link is on the way. Why Jaren less than? That was one of the chat recommendations, and I could not resist looking at the chart. So, guys, 4 lineups were placed, and I will tweet them. Okay. Here's the link to the last one that we just locked in. I dropped the link to all of them in the chat. You can scroll back and find those puppies. I will post the screenshots on X as well. Okay, but we just locked in 4 4-mans. Okay, 3 10Xers, 1 9Xer, I believe. W day today. W day today. Fo for fo. 2 words. Fo for fo. All right. Jake Cave, more than total bases. Okay. Props and chops. Grow up. Grow up. I would love to take a baseball square right now. That'd be awesome. I miss it. It's the weirdest thing ever with baseball, man. We bitch about it when it's here, and we bitch about it when it's gone. Makes no sense. Madul, what's up, my man? How we doing? No surge stream today. I got to do some corp shit after this. Twitch Matty Ice coming in, dropping a resub. Thoughts on the Hawks covering the 8.5 spread tonight? I don't like them tonight. I lean the other way. I'll say this, though, chat. If we don't have Trent back tomorrow, I will run a surge stream tomorrow, Thursday Night Football. I will run that tomorrow if Trent's not back in time from the poker event, okay? I will run a surge tomorrow on a football night. I'm sure there's some NBA as well. If Trent's not back in time, he might be. I have not talked with him yet today. If he's not back in time, I'll check with him. I'll text him. I will run the surge tomorrow after BTL. Okay? Is that cool? I got to do some shit today, but tomorrow I'm happy to do it. All right? Surge stream guaranteed tomorrow. Yes. If Trent doesn't do it, I'll run it. All right, guys? W Skywalker, bro, can we get some W Skywalkers in the chat for tracking all that shit? He's the one that should be getting W's and getting gassed up. W Skywalker. Okay? Again, I appreciate all the subbies. A lot of subbies during the stream today as well, especially Gauchos. Go Hokies. Appreciate you guys. Okay? It's about that time for a little squad ride cook sesh. All right, we just did a ton of prize picks. A ton. Also, guys, I'm going to let you know right now I'm taking Vegas on the ML, on the ice. It has to be done. Has to be done. They're up to -110 now. I'm taking Vegas, the Golden Knights, on the ML. KD, I got you, brother. I got you, my man. If you joined late, we crafted 4 PrizePicks lineups, 4 four-mans. Okay, I'll post these screenshots to those later on X. We're going to craft up a squad ride right now. My straight bets that I like today. Before we get into the squad ride vote, 76ers ML, Eastern Michigan ML, George Mason, -28.5 on the spread. And I do like Vegas and the Golden Knights on the ML. That would be 4 plays for me. You guys know how I roll. If you follow my bets this long, you know that I'm an odd better guy. I don't bet an even amount of games. I bet 1 game. I bet 3 games. I bet 5 games. I bet 7 games because going 2-2, 4-4, 6-6 on bets, it's agonizing. And losing the juice, I can't do it. And I'm looking at the plays I like right now. I like 4 plays. I'm going to need 1 more. Okay? VGK plays Toronto. Yes, they do. And I'm going to take VGK on the ML. I am going to need 1 more play, was my point. That's why I went over that whole fucking bit about only taking an odd amount of plays. I am going to need 1 more straight bet. So if you guys have a straight bet that you love, now is the time to drop it in the chat. If not, I'll probably sync up with Jovan later, make sure he's doing okay, and probably get his P of the D. All right? Odd number is always the way. I kind of agree, Richie, but there's no real right way. It's whatever works for you and whatever you like, whatever gets you out of bed in the morning. Okay. Let us know what the POD is, Krabs. Yeah, I will. I need to make sure he gets home safe and secured and rested up first before we start asking him about PODs. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Gootsy, run that shit. I want to see that damn train. All right. Here's the deal, chat. Squad rides. W last night, 7-5 this month. Can we please lock the fuck in for 5 minutes right now, please? Can we get to 8-5 on the squad rides for the month? Can we smack back-to-back squad rides? Can we drop some train emojis in the chat to get the people riled up, get them fired up? Okay? Can we get the vibes up? Can we get the energy up? And can we get the fucking votes up as well? We should have more than 40 votes for the winning play. Okay? No excuses. Come on, lock the fuck in. I'm looking at my plays for today. I'm looking at chat as well. All right, I see what you guys are saying. Here's what we're going to do. I'm looking at some of these plays and these angles. Eastern Michigan ML has to go in there. Just going off a gut, and it's treated us pretty well recently. We're going to put that in there. Eastern Michigan ML. I also want to put Vegas in here now, man. The more that I've talked through and looked at this game and been on BTL, the more that I've fallen in love with Vegas as they continue to get steamed on the road here. As you guys can see from that graphic that just shifted, they were +110 before the show. They're -110. They're -110. I want to put Vegas in here. Any qualms? I hope not. I hope not, because they're going in here. VGK. ML. Just got a weird gut feeling, guys. I'm trying to trust the gut. It's been working. Weird gut feeling about VGK tonight. I'm liking the 76ers a ton as well. I don't know if you guys are, but I would love to put the 76ers in this puppy and just make it a 3-piece. Eastern Michigan ML, Vegas ML, 76ers ML, 3-piece quality over quantity. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Any qualms? Any qualms? Anybody? Hey, Hokies. Sure. Yeah, we're not winning that game. We might lose outright. Sixers are -174 now. Okay, that might fuck the whole thing up. That might fuck the whole thing up, guys. Hold on. That's so beat. Why are we moving these lines so much? Oi. Favorite CBB play I'm nuking. It's George Mason spreads. Is my favorite CBB play today. Okay. All right. Well, let's take the 76ers out. Let's put George Mason in. Okay. 3 plays, 3 winners, Goots. Eastern Michigan ML, Vegas ML, George Mason spread. 3 plays, 3 winners. Okay. Eastern Michigan ML on the gridiron. VGK ML on the ice. George Mason minus 28.5 on the hardwood. 3 plays, 3 winners. Hurry up. Go, go, go. Come on. Get involved. Don't just sit there. Okay. Get involved. And do me a favor. If you got a betting group chat, if you've got some sort of betting syndicate, you and your buddies talking bets, throwing in squares you like, whatever, send the link to BTL in there right now. Send it in there tomorrow before the show, if you remember then. Send the link in your gambling group chat. Get your buddies in here. Get them in the chat. Get them all riled up. Let's get some fucking craft sessions going together. All right? All you got to do is put your little iPad up there while you're working during the day, during BTL, and we'll do all the work for you. All you got to do is listen and tap in. Send the link to your buddies. Watch the show during work. Put your buddies on. All right? Say, hey, we got these kids who fucking grind every day during the week, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. They're locking in winners. Let's join. Send the link. Help us out. All right? And more importantly right now, lock in your squad ride vote. 3 plays, 3 winners, guys. Eastern Michigan ML, VGK ML, and George Mason minus 28.5. Lock the fuck in. I kind of like seeing VGK up there in first. You guys are reading the vibes, right? You're hearing me say, wow, I'm falling more and more in love with Vegas as they're getting steamed. You guys are reading the room very well. This reminds me of an old reliable squad ride vote, an old school vote from back in the day, where you guys click the best sell job, the best play, no matter what sport it is, right? We'll see how it plays out. We still got some time. Get those votes in, guys. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're asking yourself, where's the poll? It's in the Twitch chat. All right, so come over to Twitch at Bookit Sports and lock in your vote for the squad ride poll. You still have time. You got about a minute. Okay? Get involved. Will on goals allowed tab 2. No way they just put up goals allowed squares. Are you serious? Why are the 76ers favored? Exactly. I'm so blown that they got steamed. Call it my 83-year-old mom watching BTLWs. That's what I'm talking about, Chalky White. Sure. Gosh, I got to look at those goals allowed squares now. No way they got wool up there. Wow, crazy. All right, get those votes in, guys. Hurry up. Go. Get those votes in for the squad ride poll. Hurry up. Go. Get them in. Go. Get those votes in. It's looking like it's going to be VGK on the ML, though. All right? Looking like it's going to be VGK on the ML. Got to make one more, eh? Goots, now we're done crafting them up. We are done crafting up PrizePicks lineups for the day. We got 4 lineups out there up and moving. 4 4-mans. 16 gentlemen to do their jobs tonight. See how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Jovan woke up from the anesthesia, dialed as hell. Yeah, only person on earth to ever do that. No way he's already dropping plays in the chat. Awesome. All right, VGK on the ML tonight. We're cashing a squad ride on the ice. All right, W's. We'll catch you guys there. We'll meet at the cash counter, or like some say, we'll meet at the bank. Sure. Goots loved that one yesterday. Figured I'd bring that one back. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time, same place.